Oh, we're just doing this all one take? All right, it's Ben Silver, and I'm gonna teach you how to do a manual 180. So first off, you wanna be able to do a bunny hop 180 and also be able to hold a manual pretty well, because it's gonna be a combination of doing those two tricks. I learned them on a curb manual pad, and it really just kind of comes down to you're gonna do a manual and you're gonna pull the bars straight up into your lap and almost loop out of it at an angle. It's very similar to doing like a feeble hard 180, but you'll probably want to learn this trick first. So you can learn this trick on flat ground. It's actually really helpful just to use like parking spaces. You can use the lines as a reference point. I think that's really helpful for actually learning any kind of flat ground trick, just having a consistent spot to hop. And for manual 180s, really just kind of comes down to where you want to learn it. Once you find a nice piece of flat ground or a manual pad, make sure you can just hold that manual, and then once you're coming towards where you want to do the 180, you're going to start shifting your weight. So when I do it, I actually start kind of doing a manual on the side of my tire, and then at that point I just get ready to kind of push my legs forward and loop out of the manual, do like a really soft hop 180 out. So like when you're learning this trick, you want to be ready to bail, because it does kind of suck if you don't push out enough, or like you're going to be landing. If you like don't hop enough, you can kind of get caught up and fall off to the side. You kind of want to be ready to like tuck and roll over your shoulder. I also think it's really helpful just to be able to just bail off your bike in general. So don't worry about, you know, scratching up your bike or anything, just let it go. You could get anti-hop too. So just be ready for that, you know, get ready to just kind of jump off your bike and let it go. One thing also, if you're learning this with a cassette, you don't want to do the bitch crank. I know I ride a cassette, but like when I do it, you still want to loop out. You don't want to rely on pedal pressure to actually get the rotation around, because it's just not going to look as good. So once you start getting them dialed in on something small like a manual pad or flat ground, then you can start taking it to bigger and bigger things, start doing them downstairs. When you're cruising down the street, maybe just find like little manual pads, just do them all the time. You can kind of do them on rails, on ledges, up and down ramps. Like there's really nothing that you can't do a manual 180 on. You can do really quick ones too. It's really fun to like kind of do a trick into it, like a bump jump or like a bar spin. So really just get out there, try and learn them. Once you guys get the manual 180 dialed in, you can try and do like the quick tap 180. And even though it's like a smaller trick, it's actually way more technical. So you gotta hop and actually land like in your balance point when you're like just ready to pop out. And depending on what you're trying it on, it could take a long time. But definitely have fun with this one. You can do it really on anything. So with this one, you're gonna land a lot of the time in like an anti-hop position. So you just gotta be ready to bail and just get ready to jump off the bike. Because depending on the obstacle too, it kind of send you in like a weird direction. But yeah, just get out there, try these a lot, and it's super rewarding once you actually do get it, because it's a really hard trick. And if you have any questions, hit me with a message on Instagram if I missed anything, and I'll walk you through it. There's not like a whole lot to this trick. Like if you can do the hop 180 and you can do a manual, it should be fairly straightforward. But it's a trick you can always make look better and better. So just keep doing them all the time, try them on everything, and tag me in your clips, I don't know.